Hello and welcome to my video on solving word problems with strip diagrams and with equations. I am Heather O'Brien. The intended audience is my Math 148 students in Mathematical Reasoning for Elementary Teachers. Our first example will be from Class Activity 9K in our textbook. On a farm, 1/7 of the sheep are gray. 2/7 of the sheep are black, and the rest of the sheep are white. There are 36 white sheep. How many sheep in all are on the farm? Solve this problem in two ways, by using the strip diagram shown here and with algebraic equations. Explain both solution methods and discuss how they are related. First, I'm going to look at using the diagram to solve the problem. The diagram was created with one large rectangle representing the total number of sheep, broken up into 7 equal parts because the denominator of both fractions is 7, telling us how many equal parts are in the whole. Since 4 of these equal parts represent the 36 sheep, I can use that to find the value of each individual part. Since 36 divided by 4 is 9, that means each of these parts is worth 9. That means that there are 2 parts representing the black sheep, or 2 groups of 9, and the gray sheep is exactly 9. The total will be 7 groups of 9. 7 times 9 means there are 63 sheep in total. For an algebraic method, we have 2 options. Option 1 would be to let x equal the value of each block. And we know that for the white sheep, that would be made up of 4 x's. So we could state that 4x is equal to 36, giving us the value of each block to be 9. So the total number of sheep would be 7 groups of 9, or 63 sheep. Algebraic method 2 would be when we let t equal the total number of sheep. Knowing that the 36 sheep is 4 of the 7 parts of the total, we could say that 4/7 of t is equal to 36. One way to solve this would be to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, which would be multiplying by 7/4. And this would give us 63 total sheep. The next examples are some Singapore strip diagram problems found at the resource listed here. Meelan saved $184. She saved $63 more than Betty. So you'll notice in the strip diagram we created a rectangle to represent Meelan and labeled it $184. A smaller rectangle to represent Betty since she saved less, and the amount in between is labeled $63 to show how much more Meelan had than Betty. The question wants to know, how much did Betty save? I subdivided the rectangle for Meelan right here to be an equal portion with what Betty had. That means that we know this extra piece over here is the 63. So to find the answer, we can simply go 184 minus 63 to get the value of what Betty has. For the algebraic solution for this one, we will let x equal Betty's savings. So the smaller rectangle is represented by x. Again, I partitioned this to be equal with a portion of Meelan's. Then the extra part, I labeled the $63. So if we want to solve this algebraically, knowing that Betty's savings is x means that Meelan's savings will be x plus 63. So this bar represents x plus 63, and we know that's equal to the $184. Solving the equation, we subtract 63 from both sides, and we'll end up with X equals $121, which represents Betty's savings. Ranny had $47 after paying for 3 kilograms of prawns. She had only $20 left. Find the cost of 1 kilogram of prawns. You'll notice in the problem we have created one large rectangle representing the total amount of money she had, $47. 3 equal size blocks representing the 3 kilograms of prawns, so each represents 1 kilogram of prawns, and then we have the $20 that she has remaining. To find the amount of money the 3 kilograms of prawns cost, will need to take $47 and subtract the $20 she had left to get the amount she spent. This will give us $27 she paid for the 3 prawns. To get the amount for each prawn, we will have to divide $27 by 3, giving us $9 for 1 kilogram of prawns. Now let's look at the same problem with an algebraic solution. We will start by letting X equal the cost of 1 kilogram prawn. This means that the portion of the 3 prawns together would be represented by 3x, giving us 3x plus 20 equals the total $47, as you can see in this equation. So now we just need to solve our equation. As you can see, we end up with each kilogram of prawns equaling $9. 300 children are divided into 2 groups. There are 50 more children in the first group than in the second group. How many children are there in the second group? You will notice to set up the strip diagram, we are comparing group 1 to group 2, so we have 2 separate strips. The total amount for the group 1 and 2 together is represented by the $300. Group 1 strip was made longer because they have 50 more. That chunk is represented here, and then we can easily see the 2 equal parts that are in each group. If we remove the 50 from the 300, we will get what is left in the 2 equal parts, meaning these 2 equal parts here are represented by 250. So next we would just take 250, divide by 2 to get how much is in each part, giving us 125 children in each of these. So group 2 will have 125 children. Now let's look at the algebraic solution for this problem. Since we're looking for what group 2 is, we will make that X. Since that portion is the same as this portion here, we'll also call that X. This means that group 1 could be represented by X plus 50. And all together, the 2 X's and 50 would give us a total of 300. So as an equation, that can be represented by 2X plus 50 equals 300. The next step will be to solve our equation. Solving the equation by subtracting 50 from both sides and then dividing both sides by 2 gives us that X is equal to 125 children, which will answer the question of how many children are in group 2. You'll notice at the website singaporemath.com you can review the different components. It also will give some examples of bar modeling with the strip diagram type problem solving, some mental math with number bonds, Thanks for watching.